Hey folks, I'm Dutch Doll. I'm the host of Dutch Doll Discussions. How are we doing today? I'm doing fine. New York City's still standing. I woke up this morning, still going, still alive, still ready to take on the day. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about, that was the shh for, we're going to talk about a confidential informant. Now, when the Organized Crime Control Bureau was a thing back in the day, you know, before they got rid of it, we operated on information from confidential informants. And do not think for a fucking second these people out there doing their civic duties. They're not. They're mostly proffers. What's a proffer, you ask? A proffer is somebody got caught doing something that's bad. And they're going to get jail time. So, in order to lessen their jail time, they give up information. And they give up information about anything and everybody. It happens all the time. Your friend gets arrested. You did something evil with that friend, something against the law. He's probably giving you up. He probably is. Now, do we take anything these confidential informants give us on face value? They will promise you Hoffa, the Lindbergh baby kidnapping. They will promise you everything they can. They will solve the world's biggest cases, the world's biggest. Lee Harvey Oswald did not act alone and all that, just to get at us some time. And you know what? It's not some time. It's usually a chunk of change. It's called a proffer. Now, there are other people who we depend on who give us information who use drugs and don't have a pot to piss in and they want money, and we do pay for information. And they use that money to buy more drugs. Go figure. The New York City Police Department does not condone this behavior, but when they provide us a service and we pay them U.S. currency in exchange for that service, they are free to do whatever what they want with that money and go about it. You go buy drugs and I don't know about it, that's on you, buddy, but if you get in trouble for carrying those drugs on you or buying them, or you buy them from an undercover officer, you're going to be working a double proffer, maybe even a triple proffer, or you're going to fucking jail because I'm not sticking my neck out for you. Confidential informants, no matter who they are not to be trusted. We get information about murders, robberies, stick-up crews, illegal car chopping shops, shit like that. Who's got the best 8-ball out on the street, who's giving out hot shots, who, you know, rapes. And we pay for all that information because, God forbid, somebody do their civic duty and want to better their environment, better New York City, better Brooklyn on their own without having any kind of incentive. We're the only schmucks working, trying to make a difference, and we're getting paid for it too. So, informants are the same fucking way. And lo and behold, God forbid, you put 8 guys on a stack on a search warrant to boom a door at 5 o'clock in the morning on some confidential informant say-so, and he fucking lied, and somebody gets shot and hurt, the devil's going to be made to be paid. The devil's going to have to pay for sure. And that devil at that time is the confidential informant. You gave us information, we rolled on this information, and we got hurt doing it because you didn't tell us there was a dog in the house. Or you didn't tell us the guy had a fucking M60 machine gun in the house. Or an AK-47. Or that the house was equipped with booby traps. You didn't tell, you've been in the house, but you never told us. There's been times we hit search warrants, and the confidential informant was in the place getting high with the guy. Because they don't know what we're going in. And search warrants have to be hit very quickly because confidential informants are normal people and they're oblivious to what's going on, and they fucking get drunk and they talk and they just start running their mouths. And more the information is getting out there, the more credibility it's getting up with other people in the community, and things move. That's the thing about drugs and guns. You can take them out from one apartment and move them to the next apartment. Now, you may know the gun's in the next apartment, but your search warrant, you only have probable cause for that one apartment. So you're stuck there. So, yeah, getting 8 guys hurt on the stack executing a search warrant is not my idea of fun. And informants tend to take on a personality onto their own. They think they're helping law enforcement, they're getting paid by the police department, so they kind of start thinking they're cops too. You guys, if any of you guys are watching, you're not. The way me and my partner used to run informants was my partner would take the information. I would tell the informant in the back of the car, I will do everything I can to burn you. If you lie, I will burn you. My sole goal in this relationship, this threesome we have going on, is to get you fired. So tell the truth and you'll be fine. And it worked for us. It worked. I burned a couple of my partners' CI. He was big into using CIs, confidential informants. I was not. They all think they're secret squirrel. They're going to go out there and change the world, or they're going to even the score with somebody else, and they're going to, knock down the competition for other drug dealers or the gang members. Now, we get a lot of information about murders, rapes, robberies, all that shit, but never any proof. Word on the street is Joe did it. That's awesome. Joe did it. Where's the gun? What did Joe use? And they'll come up with their own MO for why it happened, the motive why it happened, and what actually happened and occurred, and it goes against all the physical information. See another line. They're looking for an easy payday, or looking for time knocked off, or they're high and looking to get more. I mean, that's why confidential informants need more than just to testify in court. We need more evidence than they give us. Hearsay is hearsay. Unless you were there watching it, you were witness to the homicide, or witness to the rape, or you were in the car when they stole the car, or they showed you the gun, we need an emergency search warrant for a gun. They're a guide. They're like Dante guiding us through the hollows of hell. They work well when we bring them in to identify photos. Oh, that's so-and-so. That's because we have names. We don't have faces to go with those photos sometimes because other informants have given us names. And we just can't bring it together. Because a nickname on the street changes every other fucking day. It changes as far as being in a card game on a Friday night and getting your hand slapped with a hammer or caught cheating. And now you're called lefty for the rest of your night. But Friday, you were, Johnny on the spot. That's Johnny on the spot. And on Saturday, you're like, that's lefty. It happens all the time. Now, this is a subject that I do have some experience in. As being a police officer, being a detective in the gang unit and organized crime, we use informants all the time. And like I said, you can't trust them. You can't trust anybody. Information on the street is power. Unless that information is vetted and you know what to do with it, it really nothing. And the reason I made this video today was one of my subs reached out to me and he commented on something last night. And I wasn't your usual guest. I mean, I am a subscriber of his. But, yeah, things are getting ugly. And I want to go back to content that people are interested in. And I figured confidential informants would be something I could speak on, especially the way my partner dealt with them. You do good by him, and I'm watching you back the whole time to make sure you're doing good by my partner. And that was just how it was. But, yeah, I'm trying to get away from the negativity. And then, believe me, there is plenty of fucking negativity in my fucking life. There's a fucking overabundance of it. Recent events that have happened. And for a long time, I said nothing about it. I tried to remain calm and quiet. And I did. And people said, you haven't said a word. And that was on a recommendation of a good friend. And since I've gone back to answering for every fucking thing that happened, me and him stopped talking as much as we did. He's busy and whatnot. So, folks, I do want to get back to making content, jokes, and whatnot, and go back to police-related videos. I'll still be on that gentleman's panel because he is a friend. I back my friends. And there's a lot more stuff going on that I'm watching going on. Listen, cops there to do the right thing, to right or wrong. And that's what it is. Nobody's threatening anybody. If you can find where I dox somebody, go right ahead. I dox myself all the fucking time. I tell everybody my name. I tell everybody where I lived. I tell everybody where I moved to after the fire. I'm going to make this totally clear. I don't think anybody had anything to do with the fire. I've said it before. Never accused anybody of it. It was always a joke. The report said electrical. Brighter people than me came up with that report. That's their job. Marshals came up with it. It was the top bedroom, and all 1,500 gallons of water poured into the house, ruined the ceiling, and it just ruined the house. I mean, I say house. It was really a condo. People cutting hairs with that. It was my home, nonetheless. It was my home. But, yeah, it's like talking to a confidential informant. You have to see what the source of the information is coming from, and do you trust it or not. There were some confidential informants that were right on the money every fucking time. We got 30-something guns from one guy in 1 year, but he went around blabbing that's how he made his money, and he wound up getting caught up in something. And yeah, the best of the confidential informants who turn around who go, they get caught with drugs, and they're like, but I'm buying it for Detective So-and-so. Where's the field team? Because we're there when they buy it. We're watching them walk in. We're watching them walk out. It's not like they go buy drugs and they put them away for the night and they give them to us. No, we watch them. We take immediate possession of the drugs. They don't get paid immediately. We wait for lab results and stuff like that, waiting for their statements and whatnot. And then they get paid. Like a month down the line, but they get paid. And the money's not that great. I mean, there's one guy who made a living off of it. This guy knew every scumbag in Brooklyn. And he got collared. And he's in jail because he got greedy. And we gotta realize that everything we do with these confidential informants, and we have a history with these guys, that they break bad once will open up all the other cases that he was involved in. The cases could have been 30-something cases we grabbed. Even murder indictments would be called into question if the confidential informant lies. It's usually a closed court when they have the informants testify, or you go off their statements, or the detective recollection, or his statement he wrote. Other witnesses are brought in. So we always try to bring more than the informant. The informant may have turned us on to what was going on, but the informant never put the nail in the coffin. It's not how it works. Even the undercover program in the NYPD doesn't work like, New York Undercover or Brooklyn's Finest or The Departed or anything like that. It's not. Like, the feds do stuff like that. And you know what? If the NYPD is getting involved in something like that, we would liaison one of our guys or undercovers over to a task force that the feds were running with. They would run with it. We had a guy, a great undercover. His nickname used to be Guns. I'm not going to give you his first name. It's whatever, Guns. And every time he went out, he got a gun. He was that good. And then information got out there. Either the confidential informant he was working with in passing conversations that where he lived, and his house wound up getting shot up by a gang. That's the thing we want out there. And guys do develop a close relationship with their confidential. Some people only want to see the good in them. See, have them over for barbecues. Never, ever have your informant over for a barbecue. You give him a Christmas card, no cash in it. You never exchange any kind of stuff with him because it's not that kind of relationship. It's a work relationship, and it's like work. Like you may give a Christmas card to somebody at work. Maybe you give him a Christmas card. Maybe send him up with an extra buy so you can make $200 a month or something like that. Try to help him out, or hook him up with another detective who's going to do another search warrant, another buy with him. Try to pad his pocket as best you can if you like the guy. But there's nothing we can do for these people. Most of them are profits from court cases. They're already guilty of something. The thing you got to realize is if you're friends with this guy, how much shit have you done with this guy? Like a civilian being friends with a confidential, and how much he knows about that he can actually nail you on. But yeah, as for my sub who reached out to me, I heard your message loud and clear, and I'm going back to the other way of doing things. Like, I'm gonna remain just quiet. It's just easier that way. I've lost too much in this already. I have. I've lost completely everything. So, and it is the Christmas season, and we're supposed to forgive and forget. And the whole reason I got back involved in the whole thing was because I sat quiet for so long. I'll be a spectator. Back to who I was, and back to doing videos almost every other day. Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday. But it's one of the reasons I stopped. It was just too much other shit was consuming me, and frankly, I should never have been involved in the first place. But, folks, I'm Dust Doll. I'm the host of these discussions. Now you know about where we get our information from. We do pay for information, so if anybody knows where Hoff is buried, call me up. I'm pretty sure I can get you some information for that. Get you some money for that. Or if Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, or the guy at the grassy knoll was really up there, Who knows? But there's one more video coming out before the Christmas season. You get a couple days left. You get some shopping days in there. Please, folks. See a cop in the street doing his job. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, something. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa, whatever the new in thing is to say. Just get it out there to them. Let them know they're appreciated. And guys, let the people in your life know you're... Guys don't express emotion, especially cops. I mean, we deal with the shit of the shit. Tell somebody in your life that, you know, you care for them and you love them. That's all it is. I mean, we become hard as stones, and especially in this battle that's been going on that's just... Yeah, well... Anybody... Again, I live in Staten Island, New York on Glen Street. Dox myself all day long. I heard I was the best little whorehouse in New York. From a friend last night. I didn't watch the festivities, and nor will I watch the festivities. I stay away from them. Yeah. But listen, let's go back to other things too. Chief Tuttle is trying to make a comeback. The guy has made himself right with God. He's accepted his responsibilities for his actions. He's trying to make a run on the channel again. He's doing his channel a totally different way. Give Chief Tuttle a watch. Judge and Executioner, he's hit or miss. He's an acquired taste. Yes, the freak in the hockey mask, but the hockey mask has become his trademark, and that's why he still wears it. Everybody knows what he looks like. He's very open for who he is. He just thinks he's doing the right thing, and for the most part, he is doing the right thing. Judge is an awesome guy. I mean, I talked to him multiple times on the phone. As for people involved in a situation like Reaper and whatnot, give them the benefit of the doubt. Everybody's got reasons for why they did everything, and just listen. It's Christmas, folks. I'm going through my own shit right now, and yeah, well, somebody texted me last night with my wife's name and my address, and I said, "Oh, what are you gonna do? She's gonna get more than the divorce. The divorce proceedings are almost over, and the agreement's almost in place. She can't get any more money because I don't have any more money." And other parts of my life, things are, they are what they are. I mean, I got my boys, I got my health, I got an iPad, I got a microphone. I'm listening to my subs. I comment on my subs' comments every day. I give them one-on-one attention, trying to keep them. But numbers are up. We're doing good. As far as the fighting going on, well, I'm trying to absolve myself of that right now. So, anyway, folks, I'm Dust All. These are my discussions. I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, but you'll hear from me one more time. Get that Christmas shopping done. It's only once a year. Give that person you love something special, something they've always wanted. Maybe you get the same in return. But hopefully for a change of venue soon, New York to Pennsylvania. God willing and the levees don't break. God willing the devil doesn't catch me before I'm out of here. Enjoy your fucking day, folks. Enjoy your fucking day. Bye.